is Levi from Liquid Elements USA. And while I've been over here for the Essen Motor Show, I thought I'd swing over to the headquarters. So I had to ask Sebastian here, CEO of Liquid Elements, to show me around. Sebastian, thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for heading by. And I'm so loving it. You here brought your audience from the United States over to show the people what this is all about. So welcome to the main factory where our liquids are made in Germany. In Germany we have these 2 sites. At 1.5 sites we can have a sneak peek right now.
Perfect.
The other one is not completed that fine, but maybe we can also give you a short introduction about this.
Yeah.
And I hope you just enjoy the video.
And for those wondering, we're in Ennepetal, Germany right now.
Right, correct.
So.
This is between Dortmund and Düsseldorf, for those you want to know. But most of the cities, I guess, none of the people ever heard of. Yeah. But when you know Essen Motor Show or ever Googled this, Essen is where we at with the trade show right now. It is a little bit similar to SEMA, smaller and just not dedicated to that huge cars, because in Europe we are just driving small cars.
It's still a big show.
It's already wild.
Yeah. Well, let's go inside and check this out.
Absolutely. Come with us. Yeah, this is just the leader line. Here you see these kind of IBC totes, which are placed at the line to be able to fill from these.
Yeah.
And then we have these pipe connections to the fillers. And one also 3D printed thing which is very interesting is this guy. So without a 3D printer we wouldn't existing, I guess. This is a mechanism which centers the bottles. So here you have some kind of cone, and then it's dropped down pneumatically by the cylinder. And this here has the counter shape of this neck. Mm-hmm. So it's grabbing the bottle, centering it, and then the filling nozzle is passed through.
Yeah. It holds it while it fills.
Yeah. It just holds it in position, so it is not able to stick the nozzle somehow outside and break up the bottle, which potentially used to happen a few times in the past before we had this installation. And then we're just filling with the digital gear pump system. You have seen this from the repair, maybe that was this guy.
Yeah.
This is the, as said, this is the liter machine. This is the 500 ml and this is the 100 ml. In the future, we will just keep this line consistent to fill the basic chemicals as well, and on these 2 positions we will have this kind of automated stuff you already saw, where we have the silicone filler, the cleaner filler. They're just they're sourcing their material from these positions. We have these 2-inch pipelines. And then coming in here, converting on the common line, but this is something for 26. So I hope that in 8 weeks we get most of the material to build it up. Yeah.
Nice.
And now we are filling the antifreeze. We just spray on your windshield, for example, to get rid of the freezing in the morning. Glass de-icer, I guess this is called.
Yeah, de-icer.
Yeah.
Instead of antifreeze.
Antifreeze, yeah.
So capping is this station.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
this is the filling station.
And over there.
Then we got the cap elevator.
Caps coming down here, same way.
Yeah, they are screwed on here. Yeah. So we can film this in detail later on, but basically it's just about that. We have these 2 servo motors. So a cap is just dropped here onto the bottle. The bottle is centered, kept in place, and then the servo mechanism just screws it on and ensures it's properly closed, and it's heading back or it's heading onwards to the labeling system. And some of the substances, just due to the fact that also blind people may get these in their hands, we have these warning pictograms which you can feel.
Ah, okay.
This is a secondary labeling process, which you can see over there.
Yeah.
So we have labeler 1 and labeler 2. Here we only have labeler 1, so we only fill the usual products, or we need to take this guy up here to be able to put this warning pictograms on it, these deltas, which you can feel with your hands. So you're not drinking any kind of non-good chemicals.
Yeah.
And the 100 ml line used to be our first. You can see it's the oldest one, and we did the most adjustments on this boy. It used to be fully automatic with 3 different closure types, but we used to make it semi-automatic now, so the closures are placed manually here. Because this is the line we don't use that much, because 100 ml is, we have, I guess, only 2 to 3 products in the main line, besides the Smellows and the Clear Fresh. But yeah, the liter and half liter chemicals are used far more often.
Yeah, makes sense to have that automated back there and not.
And as you can see, as always, we mainly use these aluminum extrusions everywhere. So we have dedicated saws and grinding and milling mechanisms and machines to build this, and all this kind of clamps and connectors.
It's like a big Lego set.
It is, yeah. It's just basically this is just a Lego playground for adults.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what we always call it.
Oh, I love it.
And even here we mainly have just these tiny IBCs.
Yeah, because you don't need that much.
Yeah, this is, I guess, 300 to 350 liters.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the full IBC will be 10,000 units on this machine. This is mainly not necessary.
Yeah.
And this thing also is built on our own completely. So most of the items you can see are just component groups which we screw together somehow. This is the reason why it's looking so different. So this is looking different from this. This is looking different from that. It's just like stick together, wired and brought to function in order to do the job. So we just bought a material the best we could get at the cheapest price we could get, but not as a whole system. So the system integrator always takes something like 40 to 50% of margin. And we just wanted to cut away this margin. And by that, we had the ability to assemble it on our own in order to make it happen. So you see this conveyor is bolted on there. It would never ever be possible that this conveyor could directly be connected to that machine. Usually you have dedicated machines for each process step, and then it's just shifted over and over. But if we would have done it that way, the machine would be 2 times longer. Unnecessarily long. So this just costs space.
But like you said, you built everything yourself. From the first thing to the latest thing, it's all been you guys coming up with the ideas and just building it like Legos.
It's like when they talk to some guys who are asking, do you make this stuff on your own? I'm always like, should I explain you a part of the full path it takes? Because just give me the full story in a short terms. And I was like, we built the machines that formulate the products, that mix the products, that fill the products, and the products themselves. So just the full control on anything. Usually companies who are making chemicals go to, for example, Kronos, build a machine or buy a machine like that for 250K, and then they're finished. But when something is broken, as you have seen on the Instagram story, when something is broken, we can repair this within hours. You don't have to wait for 2 weeks for a technician to come here and to get this fixed. And this is the main advantage, I think. I think
it's the biggest advantage, and a lot of companies I know firsthand that have those issues because they buy a fully built assembled system and then they put it together and the guy leaves and it doesn't work.
They just push this button.
and then it doesn't work, and then it's like you got to wait and call and find out where and who and try and fix it and hope. And so being able to build it yourself, you kind of know. It's like an old car.
It is.
I built this engine myself. I know what's wrong with it. I can do this, or I've been with this thing so long. I know the little quirks.
Exactly. It's a perfect analogy, like owning an old car or doing a rental. It's like I rent this for 2 years maybe. It's okay. I just drive it. I just use it, but I don't understand the kind of system. You haven't lived with it and been with it. That's awesome. Well, let's see what else we got in here. Funny thing, I can show you something in dedication on this position. One of our main issues you can observe at that position. The bottle is getting stuck somehow. So we needed some kind of pushing forward mechanism without too many complicated mechanics, because we need to make it cheap and simple and speedy. And as you can see, we have this Burgundy type polishing pad. And below that, we have a backing plate. And below the backing plate, we have a universal motor and a servo drive. we just clamped it on.
Yeah.
So this thing is basically, now it's not working. We need the polishing pad. It's just pushing the bottles.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. So we took something from detailing into the chemical machinery industry, and it's just the cheapest and best solution we could ever get.
And when the pad's out, you get another one.
Yeah, exactly. So this is worn out after, let's say, 20K bottles. This is worn out, and we just drop on another pad.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is how you just keep the maintenance cost at a simple level. So for something like $3, we can just exchange the pad. And we're good to go again. Yeah, these are the solutions we are always looking for. One interesting thing aside is that this machine, it wasn't completely built by us. We bought it 80%. There are only some minor weldings and electrical adjustments we did.
Yeah.
You can see this. This was bought.
Yeah.
But this was made by us. You can tell by the tape, and there are little not that great weldings on because we need to connect it somehow to our system. And with this guy, we're filling our 5 liters.
Oh, okay.
So this is not usual cans. It's just like a Tetra Pak.
Yeah.
With the bubble inside made of plastic, and the rest is a carton box.
Okay.
In order to keep it more on the economical level, and it's far easier to recycle.
Right, right.
Even for the users. So you don't have to big kind of jerry can. It's just squish it down.
Yeah.
Put it in Germany we have this multi-stage recycling system. So paper goes there, plastic goes there, and we can easily separate this.
Nice.
Yeah. And even on this position, we cannot see it right now, I guess. Down there, between the forks, you can see a small pneumatic stem.
Oh yeah.
Down there. Because when the level is dropping, you cannot get out the last 100 liters.
So it lifts it up, angles it?
It lifts it up pneumatically. So the guys just installed it down there to just push it up.
That's awesome. Smart, especially when you got to get that last bit of product out.
Yeah, this is our thermal mixing device. It's looking pretty simple.
It is very simple. I've been to ones that are giant vats with the spinners that come down.
Yeah, we had some kind of bought installation for this. An IBC mixing device, because we mainly mix in these IBC totes directly. Just for the fact we want to avoid contamination and too much processing, cleaning, and this just makes the products cheaper. So when you just pour all the items in the mixing vessel, and from the mixing vessel you transfer it with pipelines through another vessel, and you just flood this vessel, and with the next batch you need to clean is full stuff. You have 2 vessels to clean the path, you need hours and hours of changeover time, and this is what we want to get rid of. So we just mix the IBC totes right in place, put them into the buffer, and the buffer is just for, let's say, at least 1 week of material supply. So we're just pouring from there into the machines, into the bottles directly. And at this place, it's basically just simple. We have the main chemicals located here, and then we have the additions, which are located on the opposite side. And we also mix in the colors on our own, the fragrances on our own. So as you can see here, this is our color bank, how we call it. It's a little messy always, because you cannot avoid the spillage.
Dripping stuff.
It's just dripping. We clean it up frequently, but you cannot get rid of 100%. So whatever color we may need, these are the standard LE colors. But whenever there's some kind of private label contract, or people want some dedicated colors for specific products, then we can also mix these potentially. But we always need to check if it's compatible with the particular chemistry, so it's long lasting and not broken down by UV radiation or catalytic reactions in the bottle itself. This can always happen just by the fact we are choosing natural colors, and we need to transfer these into the liquid stage from powder. So all of the colors are basically just
chalk. Yeah, it's like a powder.
Yeah, it's just like a powder. So you just need, with a powder bucket like that, we can probably make 5 million liters of ready color-dyed liquid.
That's amazing.
This is so this lasts a while.
You don't have to go through it as much. And then do you mix that with just when you mix this color, is it just water and the color, or what do you
It is 80% water.
Okay.
It is some kind of linking agent you need in order to just disperse the. It is just grinded metal powder mostly. Mostly it's grinded metal powder. So you need to bound this to the water somehow. So you have some kind of electrolyte in it. Yeah. And you have this emulsification dispersing agent we use together, but it's 80% water. Cool. This is the perfume station. So it's rather huge, and this is the I guess we get the most investment or the most spending in raw materials is over there.
Yeah.
So each imagine that each can carries something around 30 kilograms, and we use perfume grade fragrances, and a kilogram is usually just like 60 to 70 bucks in this way, and yeah, we carry a lot. So whatever fragrance is necessary, we just incorporate the ingredients we need. So these are pre-blends we use, and then we make the final blends like a cuvée when you mix wines. Yeah. It's just like that. So we have these pre-blends, for example, some fruity or some perfume-like fragrances, and whenever we want to create a new scent, we just mix multiple ones, and trials over tries, we try to figure out what's the perfect match. And then this is incorporated into the system and used on the long one, but we all try to keep the matrix low. So we only have, I guess, 35 base fragrances where we source from to build other ones.
Nice.
So let's have a look at the backside, the warehouse. It's just one part because the resupply part of the warehouse is located down the streets, 200 meters from here in the other hall. But here we have plenty of supply for at least a week. And usually every now and then, so 2 to 3 times a week, we have to drive with our small truck. We have to drive down the road and then get a replenishment. Here you just can see the 5-liter things I was talking about. Yeah. These paper boxes, they already include the filling tabs. This is what you usually have to buy in addition for $4 to $5. And we always have these included. So you can just rip this off here at that point. It's a closing lid there, and whenever you push, it's giving you something, and when you just let it go, it closes automatically with your spring.
That's cool.
Spring mechanism.
Yeah, and it's easy to store.
It is.
Because it's just a box.
Yeah, you can just put this easily in a shelf. It's 5 kilograms in weight, so especially in detailing stores, this was the main idea, that they just have these on a shelf. They're looking quite nice. We recently switched to these more economically designed, just by the fact that these harm the environment more because they're painted. And even on the polisher cartons, we also use this unpainted craft paper recently, not the painted boxes that much anymore. We try to transition somehow to being more economical even this way.
That's cool.
Yeah, but that's a nice solution. So you don't have these large 25-liter things.
Yeah, and like you said, when you're done, you're not just tossing a bucket or a jerry can into the trash, which takes up a lot of space, and it's a plastic, and having just a piece of cardboard.
Exactly, and it's a win-win situation. So for us, it's like, where do you store all these jerry cans? Because we make thousands a month of this. Because the 5-liter size is one of the highest selling items for the detailers, because they are like, when I buy a glass cleaner or a rim cleaner, I don't need a bottle, I need 5, or I take the 5-liter item.
Yeah,
so
that's a smart idea.
These are the most requested items for that particular customer group, and even due to the fact that you can store cardboard just low like that, and just have this kind of bubble inside of plastic. We save 85% in plastic, nature take into account, and also win-win on our side and the user side. Yeah, no, I see that as a huge savings for a lot of folks. And the inspiration was wine boxes. Yeah, smart. See? Just think about stuff. Yeah, and no one in the chemical industry did this before yet, and we have it, I guess, since 12 years now. Oh, wow. Yeah, you don't see it. This is so crazy. Yeah, it's always the normal little... in these aisles, we have microfiber towels and machines. So in this aisle, we have basically the microfiber on one side and the machines on the other sides, and they just replenish, as said before, from the lower storage. And this lasts roughly a week. Wow. What we have inside here. So just in time, as we say. Yeah. The actual demand is 2 containers of microfiber, which we get from our factory from China to Germany. And from here we ship, we ship to 5 destinations worldwide, because some of our resellers already get their items directly from our factory.
Right.
And for the US, we are already in discussions, you know.
Yeah,
like,
doing a factory direct.
Yeah, doing a factory direct shipment, because this is far easier and saves time and saves costs, and it's always the better solution.
Yeah. That's great.
And we can do it because most of the people won't, because they won't give anybody access to their origin factory.
Yeah,
but for us, it's not a struggle.
Well, it's because it's your factory.
Yeah. And here we have the liquids. This is usually the part where Frank is working. Frank is responsible for our B2B shipping to the resellers or to the larger scale customers. And you have already seen some of the bottles in the front. But here we have some more boxes just stacked up. So usually most of the resellers buy in packing units, and these are also packed at this particular location. So we're working with these Euro style boxes, which always fit a pallet.
Yeah.
This makes us production easier because we can reuse these, and we're not just packing them into cartons and then unpacking and throwing away the cartons.
Right. Yeah.
In order to save some garbage, we rely on this Eurobox system, and this gives us the ability to constantly just recycle them from here to production again, and just going through this aisle. You can see them over there. They're stacked up. These are the empty bins.
Yep. All the empties.
Genau, exactly. And then they're just taken from the Euro boxes and put into the final carton box destinations, or even, as you can say here behind Pat,
into these
these large pallet boxes.
Yeah.
So these are just carton boxes when a customer orders more, and this happens a few times, like for example, the glass cleaner, the Decom 1, these are some popular products, or the Dust Cracker Extreme, which is very popular for fleet managers. So we have like this DHL and DPD and Hermes and Transoflex and UPS guys, they always have messed up rims. And those guys just buy full pallets of products. So they just get this kind of pallet to their location, and they just can take single bottles from there.
Yeah, that's smart. It's really smart.
Yeah, saves in processing, saves in packaging. So we just put it in there, and it's far economical to put this on a truck and then just give it
it's
a go.
ready to go. That's cool. Well, sweet.
We are here in Ennepetal, 200 meters from the main building, in our secondary storage supply building, where we also make some of the video content. We can show you over there.
For folks that are wondering, the main building we were just in is just, I like to call it upstairs.
Yeah.
This is downstairs.
Yeah, exactly. It's
exactly
eight meters.
Yeah, the hill is right there, and the building's right behind it.
Yeah. So we could look at this
staircases
in that direction.
Yeah, that's cool.
Let's go over.
All right.
So what you can see here is basically
Back stock.
a few of the replenish stock which we use to pull it to the main building. So we have everything, like machines, like this. These boxes, most of the people also know these days these are the parts of our LED screen from the trade show. Correct. Buckets in every corner.
Yeah.
Bottles, huge amounts of bottles.
Yeah.
And a little invisible right now, or actually out of order, because we mainly do the videos on the trade show right now. We will reorganize this after the trade show, because the re-entering for the team, so we just have a basic team running, keeping the operations running here right now during the trade show, because right now as the motor show is at full pace, and we have 70% of the team over there. But here we will back online, I guess, in something like 2 to 2.5 weeks again, and then things are changing here a little, so we are able to make some video content again. This
and
particular
some of
site.
the cars. Yeah,
these are all to show boys. We used to just paint with the marker on this one, on the i8.
Yeah.
You may have seen this before.
I have not
some
seen
videos.
It.
Yeah, you can have. We already polished it half off.
Yeah.
But you can easily tell there are some residues here still, which we need to polish. It was just a dumb idea with the designer, a partner of us, and he was like, "Do you got a white car?" I was like, "Yes." What would you do with a white car? Yeah, I got a black marker.
Okay.
I was asking, like, are you drunk a little? He was like, maybe, but what would you suggest? Is this a good idea? And I was like, yeah, just do it. So we just took the marker, both of us, and we were starting. And then we had this idea as we started at the hood. let's make a road trip. So we took this car to 3 trade shows and through a whole road trip to through Southern Europe, like we were in Switzerland, we were in Italy, we were in France, went to Monte Carlo, and all the way back, hit Spain a little, and then came back to Germany. And on this full route, we just took impressions we had and just marked them down on the car.
Yeah.
So it looked like a comic.
Yeah.
With the full story of the road trip we had.
That's rad.
Yeah. That's really crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is all lovely.
Great, the setups though, with the workbenches that are made out of the IBCs and tops, and then you've got crate.
These are Euro pallets.
Yeah, the pallets on there. That's great. And then the Jag, the F-Type.
Yeah, this one used to be wrapped a few weeks ago, but we took it off to have it completely black again, to give it that clean shape. So the brand took some phases in order to develop itself. And this is what you always see on our cars, on the labels, and most of the people who know us since a few years now recognize the path we took. And I was like, it's like a child that you raise. Yeah. It also develops. So you don't have this kind of particular brand identity when you want to develop together with your customer audience. It's like we used to deliver to this, I always call them GTI dudes, you have this, but these people also grew. They get older over the decades. So they're not driving a GDI anymore. Maybe they now have an electric car. Right. So they drive a Polestar right now, maybe. And they care differently for their cars. They want to have the brand they trust in also to adopt to their kind of lifestyle. And this is basically just what we did. Grow with them together. That's cool. But that is how it goes, right? You build your first, maybe do your first logo, and then you work a little bit and you have stuff, and then maybe times change and the style change, and maybe there's certain elements that you like and you dislike, and that's just how it's how everything evolves. That's what evolution is, and that's what you hope that your business does the same. Exactly. I'm still amazed when I do see businesses that are 50, 60 years old and they have not updated their label or their logo in any way, shape, or form. And sometimes it's for good things because it's iconic. Sometimes it's maybe not for good things. It's a bad idea. It is. Yeah. You're like, man, that's an old company logo, an old. Yeah, it always depends. Yeah. So for example, when you take Porsche, they just kept the basic shape of the 911. Yeah. But they developed the technology and the details, and they evolved it. You can exactly. It's still recognizable, highly recognizable. It is. But it's up to date. Yeah. With the newest technology. They just updated, and this is what we also try. We try to keep our roots. Yeah. And not let them loose, but we try to advance within the boundaries we gave ourselves some time. And this is so just the expression changes somehow, but the basic values always stay. Like we are after technology, keeping making everything on our own. Yeah. So the DNA stays the same, but we make it a little different to just take into account or into consideration that we have to develop or just stay together with our customer audience and not lose them somehow because they don't feel cared about anymore, they don't feel heard anymore. And this is our main thing, is like customers' feedback. Yeah. So when we are too far away and the gap is getting larger, there's no communication happening because these guys just think they cannot understand me. Right, yeah. And this is something which I don't want to happen. Yeah, totally. This is awesome. Well, thank you, Sebastian, for having us here and being able to wander around and get inside. Hopefully everybody likes seeing that. I, for one, am amazed. Again, like we said, you can see now that Liquid Elements does produce everything that they make, which is really cool. And they're still growing, which is amazing. We may even be able to throw in a little sneak peek of Hagen, the other new factory, the new building, and be able to see what the future holds for that. But I'm excited because I can't wait to get all of this stuff behind us into the US so that we can start getting all this stuff into your guys' hands at home. And Sebastian, thank you for the words of wisdom. I think people are really gonna like to hear what you have to say. I hope it has an effect. Yeah. I hope this has an effect. Yeah, a resonance for folks. Yeah, this will be cool. So whenever you got some feedback on this, and even for the people watching or for the people having the products, give us the feedback. Whenever you see us or reach out via social media, or even when we are on MTE in Orlando, just head by, give us some feedback or ask questions. Yeah, and that's the goal. That's what we're here for, just answer any questions you have. Speaking of which, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you do have questions, drop them in the comments below,
And as always, guys, stay tuned right here for more Liquid Elements stuff at the Liquid Elements YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.
Time.